Do you have fine, flat, lifeless hair, or maybe you've got thicker hair and just like some extra volume, but you're unsure on what volume products you need specifically to get you where you want? I am breaking down all things volume for today's video and 4 different products that you might not be sure how to use or when to use. Let's go. As a whole, I feel like volume products can get a touch confusing compared to other products that are for other benefits or other hair types. While some lines do carry multiple smoothing products or oils, most product lines can have anywhere from up to 5 volume products that can be used for creating that volume. This can get very confusing as a consumer, and while you might want to use just one product or multiple, you want to make sure that you are using the right one for your hair needs. As a stylist of 16 years and a lover of all things volume, I feel pretty confident in breaking down this topic today and leading you in the right direction to which volume product will work the best for you. Products we're comparing today are root lifters, volume sprays, volume mousse, and volume thickening creams. Keyword here being volume. I'm gonna first start off by breaking down root lifters and volume sprays. A root lifter is a volume product designed specifically to go directly onto your scalp, and it is either a foam consistency or liquid spray. You can apply this product throughout your entire scalp for maximum volume or focus it on set areas. Maybe you only like lift at your crown or on your sides. You can limit it to wherever you want or don't want the volume it provides. Root lifters are meant to be applied to wet hair and do need to be blow dried to get the most out of the product, as most volume products you need to apply heat to them to see the most results. Letting your hair air dry is not going to produce the same volume that drying your hair will provide. A volume spray is designed to go all through your whole hair. You can apply this to your roots as well, but the product is meant to be sprayed everywhere. I typically find a volume spray to be lighter in the amount of volume it provides to one's hair. Some volume sprays can be applied to both wet and dry hair, like Color Wow's Raise the Root, but more are made to be applied to wet hair, followed by a blow dry. I like ample volume when styling my hair, so when using a root lifter, I like to apply it throughout my entire scalp. I then like to rub the products in with my hands before I start my blow dry. My personal favorite is Moroccanoil's Root Boost, but I will link a few options to choose from in the description and pinned comment. Root lifters can be tricky because if you apply too much, they can definitely leave a product feel, and this is one of the reasons that they are not meant to be applied everywhere. I always go back to Moroccanoil's because this is one I find, even if I overspray, I never feel like my hair feels gross or sticky versus experiencing that with other root lifters. So if you guys have a personal favorite root lifter that gets the job done and leaves little product feel, drop it in the comments. That way everyone can see all the great suggestions you leave. Volume sprays, I try my best to evenly spray throughout my hair. I personally find them to be a bit tricky as far as how much product is enough or not enough. Every time I use one, I feel like I either overdo it by applying too much of the product or I didn't spray enough and I just feel like it kind of did nothing. I want to show you a visual comparison of the root lifter versus volume spray after my hair is styled. I did feel like I had more lift everywhere at my roots with the root lifter, and I liked the way that my hair looked and felt with it over the volume spray. I don't hate how my hair looks with the volume spray. I just feel like it didn't do much. And I feel like when my hair was shorter, I enjoyed a volume spray more just because there's not as much weight in my hair. But I don't know, with my hair longer, I just don't love them as a choice for myself when wanting volume. Moving on to volume mousses. Volume mousse is a foam that is to be applied like volume sprays all throughout your hair. This can be applied directly to your roots, mids, and ends, and can be paired with a root lifter as well. Mousses typically give more hold and texture to your hair over volume sprays or creams, but they do tend to leave a little more product feel than the other two. A volume mousse is my preferred option for my mids and ends, as I feel like I get the most volume and I like the light texture that they create in my hair. I have so many favorite mousse options to choose from. Only have I experienced a few that left my hair feeling sticky. I know Redken's Full Frame is a popular choice, but that is one that's always made my hair feel not so lovely. For this video demonstration, I use Moroccanoil's as I love that, like their Root Boost, and I would like for volume mousses to hear from you guys what your least favorite mousse has been and what viewers should steer clear of. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the volume mousse compared to volume spray. The mousse I feel created overall more shape and fullness to my hair versus the volume spray. The volume spray I feel like continues to be my least fave so far in this comparison. Moving on to volume creams. Volume creams are also labeled as thickening creams. These are typically meant to thicken and plump your hair strands, which is a bit different than giving volume. They are meant to make your hair feel fuller and don't necessarily mean that you're gonna have all the volume in the world. These can create fullness and volume, but I overall find them to be more so geared towards giving that thick feeling to your hair. And I also find them to create more of that bouncy look, which is great for one who likes to see movement in the hair. Volume creams I also find to make the hair feel more hydrated and silky than compared to other volume products. I love Small Talk, Living Proof's thickening cream, and IGK's Bouncy blowout cream for when I want this feel throughout my hair. Volume creams are usually fairly concentrated, that you don't need a lot of it, so it can just be trial and error finding the right one for you. I find Moroccan Oil and Amika's thickening creams to be super concentrated, that you barely need any product. I recommend when using a thickening cream that you're unfamiliar with, start out with a pea-size amount, see how your hair responds before adding more for your blow dry. For demonstration of this particular product, I use Bedhead Small Talk, as it is such a great product and it is one of the few volume creams I feel you can overuse and it doesn't leave that product or greasy feel to your hair once it's styled. Small Talk left my hair feeling super soft and silky, and I felt like it gave me a ton of shine out of all of the products. I felt it to have nice bounce to it over when I used just the root lifter, but it definitely lacks volume at my roots that the root lifter gave me, which you can use both of these products together to get the both of best worlds. Compared to the volume spray, I still prefer how my hair looks with Small Talk over the volume spray. This poor volume spray, it can't get a win in my book. The volume mousse wins over Small Talk's thickening cream, although I do still feel like that I had more shine with Small Talk over the mousse. All of these products can produce great results depending on what your goal is. I'm personally a huge fan of root lifter. For me, my root area is one of the most important spots that I want to see volume, and a root lifter produces the best end result for me, with volume mousse as my second choice. My go-to is always combining both a root lifter and volume mousse together, as I feel when both are combined, the result is best for achieving the volume that I like to see, which is what I use to style my hair today. When paired together, I feel like they just have an overall really full, voluminous look. You can also pair a root lifter with a volume cream as well if you like a lighter feel through your mids and ends, and a volume cream will still give you that bounce, and often you can find ones that also give you great hold as well. You can even mix all three products together, root lifter, mousse, and thickening cream, which I have done several times as well, and that combo to me, it's like the trifecta. That is what I've mixed together for a video I did recently that I'll link below. My hair came out great and it helps to hold the style better. If you have naturally very thick hair and you want volume but keep a smooth look, I recommend using just a root lifter, as you're not gonna get the fullness anywhere else. If you do lean towards wanting just one single volume product to use, a mousse is never going to steer you wrong, and thickening creams are ideal for giving you some fullness in your ends and shine as well. I am so curious to hear what products you all thought looked the best, as well as what your favorite and least favorites are. And please let me know in the comments if you would like to see a follow-up video, as there are even more volume products to choose from, like volume texture sprays, volume powders, volume hairsprays, the list goes on. I will see you guys next week on the next video, and thanks for watching.